Hi everybody, it's Debbie with the Question Queens, and thank you so much for joining me. I've got a Tom Macdonald video. Isn't that surprising? I'm surprised. Are you surprised? Surprise, surprise, surprise. It reminds me of Barney and his one bullet in his pocket. Surprise. That's not the surprise guy. Isn't that Gomer? Gomer Pyle? Surprise, surprise. I can't even say it like that. Anyway, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm out of breath. I just came in here way too fast. I had to make myself something to eat because I was starvalating. That is a real word, by the way, starvalating. I was dying and hungry and starving. Isn't it weird? I don't know if any of you all do this, but I can feel like I'm starving to death and then I eat 3 bites and then I'm full. And sometimes it irritates you because you don't want to be full. But I had a grilled cheese. I don't know what you all had for lunch today, but my grilled cheese was amazing. This song, Church, now I am prepared for it because several of you all have told me that it's going to be emotional. So I'm ready, I think, maybe. And Mariposa, Tiffany Legacy, and James Brown have all recommended that I listen to this song. So I would say let's go ahead and get to it. And this also has Brandon Hart and Nova in it. I did not know that. Oh, it was released a year ago. Okay, I'm peeking down at the comments. Oh, there was already one. 15 years sober this year. Went to hell and back. Literally 3 days in a coma, 8 days in ICU. All while handcuffed to a hospital bed facing 10 years in prison. Oh my gosh. Wow. He says, I don't remember feeling like there was nothing after getting high. It was either stay high or learn to live in misery. It was all a lie that my demons made me believe. After about a year or two of being sober, you realize that it's all a trick. You have to just get that far. Tom is truly the greatest. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and like that comment. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get to the video. I'm ready, I think.
I need a short drink or a long prayer. I've been sober, but I don't care. I'm so scared of my own self. I get no help, and that's no fair, so don't go there.
Gotta rewind it. Sorry, I missed some.
I need a short drink or a long prayer. I've been sober, but I don't care. I'm so scared of my own self. I get no help, and that's no fair, so don't go there. I've been hell and back. I got scorched hair in this Gucci cap. I got empty bottles and 1 million follows. I regret swallowing the Ativan. Let's be real. I resent the way that I feel. I pretend that it's cool, but I miss getting drunk, and I'm angry that God doesn't help when I kneel. I said my...
You know what? One of the things I think that you have to realize is that, now this is not me speaking from experience, but I can relate when I got sick and the anger that you feel, and you literally are mourning the loss of something and all the different stages of grief. I can imagine, but I don't know. So I really feel like it's not even my place to say something like that because I don't know what it feels like to go through that. I've just been on the opposite end of loved ones that have been through something like that. So, and I've seen the struggle, I've witnessed it. And that lie, oh my gosh, you're just not you. You think you're you. You think you're the best you. And the other people on the outside know that that is not you. It's such a lie and it's such a trick that honestly, you're the only one that can finally recognize it and change it. And if you don't, there's nothing anybody can do. at all. And I'm sure that you all have a lot more experience in this than I do. And I always suggest definitely share your stories in the comments.
I pretend that it's cool, but I miss getting drunk and I'm angry that God doesn't help when I kneel. I said my prayers. When I got clean, it just got worse. I quit doing drugs and I pleaded with Jesus to save me, but he didn't hear my words. The don't work, it hurts. I went to church, now I need liquid courage. Whiskey in my glass, I take the knives out of my back to stir it. Go to hell and back again, then show you burns to prove I earned it. I need shots of God to gain the strength I need. I'm just a person. I pray on my way to the liquor store that they lock the door, 'cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. I'm scared, I send out a prayer. Can anybody?
Look, I'm going to say this as well. I think sometimes we feel like that God doesn't hear us when we pray because we still suffer and we still feel the same things we felt before we said the words to him. And sometimes you've got to feel what you're feeling in order to make it through, to be empowered and know that you can actually make it yourself. It's the same thing with consequences and a punishment. And if you do something, there's consequences for it. If somebody just removes those consequences from you, you don't get the power and the strength to learn and have wisdom from that. And to me, I mean, it's really bad. It's really crappy, the crap that you have to go through. It is. You know, and I've heard so many people say, I'm not myself unless I'm drunk or high. I don't have the confidence. I don't have the willpower, the strength. I can't dance unless I'm drunk. Sorry. I can't be me unless I'm high. And that's the lie. Because the people that love you, the people that know you, the people that care about you see two totally different people. We choose the one that's not high, not drunk. And if you can't dance unless you're drunk, ask yourself why. You actually can drink and dance and be somebody you're not. Or you can face who you are and not drink and just get out there and dance. You either have to give a crap about what other people think of you, and realize that you have the courage inside you to do this. You don't need that. You truly don't need it. But again, when I watched the girl's dad go through that, I mean, he was my high school sweetheart. I've known him for years before we got married, and was the father of my children. He said all of those things to me. I fell in love with who he was. The one that wasn't on drugs. The one that wasn't drunk all the time. The thing is, you have to fall in love with yourself without those things. He never did. He never chose himself. And that ended us. So I guess I'm just saying that you can choose you. I choose you. The people in the comments choose you. Hog Group chooses you. Tom chooses you. And it's not easy. Some really crappy times. Some are a lot harder than the others. But when you realize you can actually pass that liquor store even though it's not locked and you wish it was. Even though you don't want to feel that pain and that anger and that anguish after you pray. And you still feel it. That doesn't mean you can't still choose you. You can. It's just really hard. But I believe in you. I believe in you. Okay, sorry. I got a little rambling.
Hear me, is anybody there? 'Cause honestly it hurts, and every day is worse. I keep buying whiskey when all I need is church. I keep talking to God, but he don't hear me. And my demons are there, always listening. I get lost in the dark, drowning in whiskey. And I went in so far, you say you miss me.
I'm also going to say one more thing. If you all haven't seen my video where I'm talking about my story, I was sexually abused as a child. And as I got older, I used to pray to God to please just take my fear away. I was terrified. I literally lived every moment of my life terrified. And especially after my daughters were born, I was even more terrified. Because then it wasn't just me. It never actually came into my mind that someone would hurt my daughter like they did me. And how could I make that not happen? How could I stop it? And the fear was strangling me every moment of every hour of every day. When I first had my oldest daughter, she never left me. I wouldn't let her. She was never anywhere that I wasn't. And I used to get so angry at God. Where was he when this was happening to me? I've prayed and prayed and prayed for you to take this away from me. And you don't. But I'm going to tell you, every ounce of fear, every ounce of struggle, every shred of it, I wouldn't trade one moment. I wouldn't remove one single moment of that. Because it makes me who I am today. God gave me the strength that I needed when I needed it. But every ounce of that struggle I've went through to this moment where I'm sitting right here in front of you, and that goes with anything that you're bringing to God. Sometimes they magically disappear. Most of the time they don't. But he does give you the strength inside to keep going. And he did with me.
In a bottle, so say goodbye at the shore. Break the glass so you'll find me. I'm not who I was before. Close my eyes in the darkness and hold on through the storm. I'm a wreck in a bottle. I wasn't built for a war. Those church pews, bright lights, whiskey glasses, bottles of booze. Make short days, turn long nights. The bottle, the Bible, I didn't know what to choose. I pray on my way to the liquor store that they lock the door. 'Cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. I'm scared, I send out a prayer. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? 'Cause honestly it hurts and every day is worse. I keep buying whiskey when all I need is church. I can't read, but the Bible's still with
You know, I'm just telling you right now, if you feel like that right now, I'll miss you. You're worth it. You're worth it. So, you are.
And I'm on my knees. Tell me, God, are you listening? I pray on my way to the liquor store, then they lock the door, 'cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. I'm scared. I send out a prayer. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? 'Cause honestly it hurts, and every day is worse. I keep buying whiskey when all I need is church.
Well, rambled quite a bit on that one. Got me a little teary-eyed. Well, I think I've said quite a bit. If you're not going to church, find one. And sometimes the one you find may not click with you, and that's okay. I've went to some and I didn't like it. Find you a group. Find you some people that are going to choose you as you go through that journey. You need the support, you need the help, and you need God. It's really powerful. I promise you. All right, well, that's the video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are going through something like this, you're in my prayers. And I will see you really soon.